We are back for a brand new episode. Welcome back, my friends, to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you, as always, for your incredible support. I hope you're all feeling fantastic and having an awesome day. Before we jump into the episode, we've got a few things to show you, starting with our player and where we put our skill points. Last episode, we reached level 40, and I said that I'd be changing around my skill points and showing you where I've put them. I've managed to get to 94 overall. I want to say, though, very quickly, this is not the highest rating that you can achieve. If you change around your height and your weight, you can get a higher overall, but I'm playing at 5'10 with 167 pounds in my weight, so 94 was what I was able to achieve. So I'll show you very quickly where we put our skill points, and then we'll jump into today's episode. Physical skill tree, there it is for you. If you want to pause the video and copy what I've done, feel free to do so. I'm going to go through these rather quickly. So yeah, that's the physical skill tree. Defending has nothing into it. Dribbling, there it is for you. We have gone quite into dribbling, as you would expect. Passing, that's the passing skill tree. Again, just pause it if you want to copy. Shooting skill tree, mostly into the right-hand side, a couple into the left-hand side. And then the final one being pace. Everything in pace maxed out, of course. Nothing into the goalkeeper skill tree. And because we were able to achieve 94 rated, it means we can ask for a wage increase as we go to £410,000 a week. That was expiring in 3 days, so good timing. In terms of my money, I am actually going into investments, but there's nothing really for me to buy right now. I mean, you can see I spent a lot of money. A lot of them haven't gone well. 3 of the 4 we've made a loss on, but oh well. As for what we've got in store for you lovely people today in the way of matches, we will take on Sassuolo. We'll sim the game against Derry City, play Napoli and Hellas Verona. Tough couple of fixtures. Sassuolo and Napoli away. Both could be tricky games for us. Napoli, of course, sits second in Serie A. This is the table at the moment, 2 points clear of them. Sassuolo in 7th, so they're not a bad side by any means. And Hellas Verona down in 11th. As I say, could be a tricky few matches for us, but we'll try our very best as we'll advance today's forward to Sassuolo. I did go ahead, change my boots, change my hairstyle as well, as was requested by you lovely people in the comments previously. It is time, though, to get into match number 1, away to Sassuolo. The team looks good. We're the highest rated player in this Juventus side now at 94, and our performances have been outstanding. We need to keep up with them in order to help Juventus to glory this season. I have taken a few points out of the shooting skill tree, so I don't know how it's going to affect us today, but we'll find out momentarily. Here is Tierney, looking to get us on the attack early doors. He's found Vlahovic, and Vlahovic has found the bottom corner. Sassuolo 0, Juventus 1. I might not have to worry about shooting if this man is on form today. As you can see as he celebrates, I mean, that's not great. Celebrating in front of the Sassuolo fans, you're asking for trouble. But still, I wonder how us taking those skill points away from the shooting. We didn't change a lot in the shooting. It was mostly the free kick side, heading accuracy, and a couple of, I think, shot power ones. I wonder how that'll affect us, because the other side of that is that we put them into the passing skill tree. So we should be so much better at crossing, long passing, short passing, all of that good stuff. Vlahovic scores inside 4 minutes. It's a great start, but we want to build on this because we've seen recently, defensively, not sure we'll keep a clean sheet here. Gusto's ball into my feet. We've turned away now to drive at Sassuolo like we like to do. Here's the pass to Chiesa. Chiesa looking for Vlahovic. We might see an offside flag. We do not! Vlahovic gets another, and he's got 2 inside 10 minutes. Chiesa, I thought, would play the ball out wide. Instead, he finds Vlahovic. We'll have to see it. I mean, it is close. This decision is awfully close. I might have another look at this and see whether or not the linesman's got this wrong. Regardless, Juventus are 2 to the good, and they are cruising to victory inside 10 minutes here. What a start it's been. But I want another look at this potential offside. I mean, it is a matter of centimetres that's keeping Vlahovic onside. You can see the right boot of Sassuolo's number 2 is just about in line with Vlahovic when this ball is played by Chiesa. I'm going to try and zoom out here so you can see it a bit better, but unfortunately not the case. As soon as that ball comes through at this moment from Chiesa, Vlahovic is just onside. So close. Game is still very much open though here, with Juventus being 2-0 up. It's not as if Sassuolo haven't had the ball in good areas. This is another moment of that, and that's a great ball, and Castiles will save. But really, Sassuolo should have had a goal. It was a poor finish. Their best moment of the match so far, Sassuolo. And it really should have resulted in a goal. As I say, it's a very open game, even though we are winning this by 2-0. Sassuolo have had their moments to get forward. Kieran Tierney now is looking to play Juventus forwards. Gvardiol will play it out of defence. We've got Chiesa to our left, and there is half-time. Juventus in control of the break, but 1 goal back for Sassuolo, and momentum shifts their way. We've not really dominated, as you'd expect, after we went 2-0 up. Vlahovic with a quick 1-2. Vlahovic has made the move. I've looked over the top. Vlahovic is trying to get through. He will find Chiesa brilliantly! And it is a rocket from Federico Chiesa. As quickly as that, Juventus can create. 3-0. Sassuolo now are probably beaten here. But they've, as I say, had a couple of moments in the first half where we allowed them to have the ball in good areas. But that goal should now seal it for Juventus. What a finish by Federico Chiesa. 10 minutes to go as there's an injury to Federico Chiesa, which I'm hoping is nothing serious because we don't want to lose Chiesa. You've seen how good this Juventus front three have been this season, and there will be a goal back for Sassuolo because again we don't close the man on the ball down, and it's a wonderful finish. By our standards, I've had a quiet game here. I haven't really done a lot. I haven't needed to. Juventus have been good for the most part, but defensively, if you back off like this, what are you waiting for? I mean, look at Rabiot. Look at Rabiot. He's only been on the pitch a matter of a few minutes. He replaced Pedri, and he stands by and watches the Sassuolo player just take the ball forwards. That's awful from Rabiot. I'll imagine as well that Casteels will be having words with his teammates at the end of this game as to why he has not got a clean sheet from this one, because he should have done. All we had to do was close the player down. Didn't do that, and the goal is there for Sassuolo. As Vlahovic is through the middle again. Vlahovic with a hat-trick! Samba will save and tip it round the post. Sassuolo corner. Samba is up as well from the back. As they send it into the middle. Zakaria gets his header to it. Can we win the second ball? We have. As Samba and Vlahovic end up colliding with each other. Samba's on the floor. That's full time. And it is 3-1 Juventus. Now, Chiesa was forced off with his injury. Saigankov came on. We'll see how long the injury is going to be. I'm hoping it's not long-term, because missing Chiesa could be crucial if we are to try and win the title race. We need him in the team. Inter's 3-0 victory over Parma, and Hellas Verona's 2-1 win over Torino means they pick up 3 points in their games. Hellas Verona, of course, to come later on for us. Let's quickly find out, though, how long the injury to Chiesa will be. 2 months. Dislocated shoulder. Not ideal whatsoever. By the way, who will be Player of the Year for 2026? That's coming up in January, so I'm going to keep my eyes on that and try and make sure I tell you who it is. I'll be disappointed if we're not considered for it. According to this, Diaz, Haaland, Mbappe and Felix all are suggested to be able to win the Player of the Year for 2026. After simming the game against Derry in the Europa League, we won it by 2-0 myself and Vlahovic with the goals. Back into league action now as we face Napoli at their place. And with the injured Federico Chiesa, Andrea Shelderup is in to replace him at left wing today. I thought we might see Zaniolo or Saigankov, but the boss is putting faith in Shelderup to be able to try and bring what Chiesa brings to this Juventus team. Here is one of Napoli's dangerous players, Kvaratskhelia, as he will play it through to Brian Brobby, who's taken out, and it'll be an early free kick here for Napoli, who are really looking to test Juventus early on. Ryan Gravenberch will be the man to take this. Is he going to go for goal, though? That is the question. He does! And it's over the crossbar, but an early warning sign for Juventus regardless. De Jong, Vlahovic, I'm already on the move. I've tried to hold my run here to stay on side. De Jong now plays me as we're away from the challenge brilliantly. Vlahovic is through. Vlahovic to finish! Vlahovic will finish! He's got another! And Juventus' number 9 is showing up on the day. Napoli 0, Juventus 1. And the old lady strikes first in the top of the table clash. Lovely. We get away from the challenge, lay the ball through. Vlahovic has got to do the rest, and he provides aptly. And from the strong start Napoli had made in terms of taking the game to us early on, they are undone by a moment of brilliance. Pedri, De Jong will play me. Shelderup is over on the left-hand side. He's got Vlahovic in front of him. Vlahovic is in. He's offside. And knew that flag was coming. Shelderup tried to be selfless. And we got, well, I'd say away with it in the game against Sassuolo. It was a close decision which went our way, and it was probably the right one. This one, again, it's close, but the right decision. Goal disallowed. Vlahovic does not have his or Juve's second. However, if Napoli are going to give away the ball as easily as that from the free kick, then we'll happily take it. De Jong's ball will find me out wide again, as we've got De Jong making the move inside to our left. De Jong into the area of Napoli, pulling it back for myself. Back for Zakaria. Zakaria back to De Jong. De Jong tried to play the ball through. Mitchell heads away. Gravenberch underneath the first header, but it's not away by Napoli. De Jong again. And this is good pressure from Juventus, but will there be anything at the end of this? Gusto into the area for De Jong! Near post, he's put it wide. Brobby. Kvaratskhelia. Now Serdar. Through for Brobby. Brobby to Gravenberch! Napoli back on level terms. That's how easy they can create themselves. That's the quality they've got. And for a game in the first half that was fairly open and even, it is all square as we head into half-time. Bremer and Gvardiol, up until this point, had done brilliantly as a centre-back pairing to stop any chance for Napoli. Unfortunately, though, right at the end of the first half, Napoli do strike. Ryan Gravenberch with a goal. Very low chance game. You can see 2 shots for Juventus, 1 for Napoli. Right now the score 1 apiece. Gusto into a great position. Gusto will play me, as now they've given us a chance to shoot. We will get it away. And Mere with the good save to deny us a goal to put us back in front here. Pedri into the feet of De Jong. De Jong has it as he goes for goal. He's looking to catch Mere out, but the goalkeeper is down to make the save. Juventus corner. And we did just make a change with Viktor Saigankov replacing Shelderup. And I think we've gone to ultra-attacking as well. So we'll see if that's going to cost us. The delivery to the near post. Lozano just gets there, as Saigankov has it back for Juventus. Now Pedri. We're still over on the left-hand side. Pedri will play Zakaria. Zakaria will play De Jong. De Jong will play Saigankov, whose shot, again, is saved by Alex Mere. And as I mentioned, because we are on ultra-attacking, this is where the space opens up for Napoli. Brian Brobby to Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch turning, playing Lozano. Lozano trying to get the ball across. Tierney in the way. Semic has it back. Now Moretti. Lozano! Brilliant save by Castiles. Had to be as well. Almost Napoli in front. As there's a change for them as well. Do not lose this game now, though. I mean, a point is still not ideal, but I don't want to lose it either. I don't know why. I didn't pass the ball there, by the way. I did not pass that ball. My player just took a very weird touch, which gave the ball straight back to Napoli. That was so strange. Anyway, a minute from time, and Napoli are knocking on the door to try and find a winner. Moretti trying to control it. That's handball referee, and it's given. We've got a minute to go. One last chance if we can get the ball forwards. Zaniolo on for Vlahovic. Brobby on the turn. Finds the ball to Urzi. Back to Brobby. Brobby looking for the ball through. Gusto intercepts. And that, my friends, will be that. The points are shared. Here, Napoli 1. Juventus 1. Turns out I did miss the Player of the Year for 2026 being announced. I went back to a previous save file just to see if I did miss it, and I have. João Felix is the Player of the Year, so we miss out, unfortunately. No worries, we'll go again next season and try and win it next year, as we'll go back to where we were and get ready for Hellas Verona. Final game of the day as snow falls in Italy, and we're at the Allianz Stadium for this one. 3 at the back from Hellas Verona. Shelderup again starting at the left-hand side of Juventus' front 3. Saigankov on the bench, I imagine. He did replace Shelderup during the game against Napoli, but the boss again opting to go with Andreas Shelderup. Pedri finding the feet of De Jong. De Jong with the ball through towards me. It's a brilliant pick out by Frenkie De Jong, and we cut it back onto the left side, into the area, looking to place it. Saved by Montipo. I really like playing in the snow. It's such a cool weather to play in, as the ball just moves around so quickly. Yeah, early chance denied by Montipo. Corner ball Juve, 12 minutes in. Looking to find Zakaria, which we do. His header, though, is just wide. Ramsey's ball forward. Gusto cuts it out. Gvardiol. Now De Jong. De Jong to Pedri. As the ball goes forward for Vlahovic. And Juve are knocking it around at speed. Pedri's with the ball over the top, which we will get to as well. The header to take us into the area. Cutting it back. Left foot. And it's 1-0 Juve. As soon as we got into that position again, you knew where it was going. Last time we tried to go across goal and find the far post. Keeper read it. This time we go near post. And it's a wonderful finish. 1-0 Juventus. And you know what? I feel like I've had a bit of a quiet episode today, so that makes me feel pretty happy at the fact that I've shown up here, got the opening goal, hopefully more to come. To De Jong. Again, we're hugging the touchline. De Jong's ball out wide will find Vlahovic. In fact, I said out wide, it was into the box, and Vlahovic who picks out Pedri, who picks out the back of the nets. It looked like the ball was travelling out wide initially, but no. De Jong picks out Vlahovic, Vlahovic picks out Pedri, and Montipo can't stop the ball from entering his goal. He did his very best, but it was a tough ask. You saw Vlahovic get through, and when he picks out Pedri, lovely first touch. Second one is also just as good. And Montipo gets a right hand, but nowhere near enough to push it round the post. And Juventus double their lead in a matter of moments. Half-time scorelines elsewhere. Napoli being held by Sassuolo, Lazio held by Cremonese, Inter held by Spezia, and Roma-Atalanta currently drawing 0-0. De Jong. Now Pedri, Vlahovic and Pedri combine. Shelled it up, out towards Tierney. Tierney's ball back in. As Capola has a free header to clear away. De Jong keeps us on it though. Pedri with a lovely ball around the corner to Vlahovic, who almost picked out the top corner. And look at the reaction of Montipo. He knows how big a save that was. That was so close to Juventus being 3 in front. We will deliver the corner. There is Zakaria, tipped over by Montipo again. Without him, Hellas Verona, this game would have been done. Zapata. Now Jacob Ramsey finding Zapata once more. He will play forward to Correa. Correa now looking to get into the area. Tierney's done well initially, but Zapata still has it. Oh, the look of the bounce as Duvan Zapata profits from an almighty bit of luck. Have a look at this. I think initially Bremer makes the challenge. The ball bounces off of Gvardiol straight to Zapata. Give him credit where it's due. The finish is class. But the way he gets in is an almighty bit of luck, as I said. Still, Hellas Verona won't care because it's a goal that pulls them back into a game that otherwise they've not really been in. I mean, I've just read where the throw was going, went to head the ball, and now I'm down injured. Juventus have already lost Federico Chiesa for 2 months, and I, at the moment, am not getting back up. This is not good. We might be injured. This is really bad. I'm still down, and the referee's had to stop play. 10 minutes from time, Juventus' season could be in trouble. The referee's waving the stretcher on. This does not look good. We'll see the rest of the game play out as Caio Jorge is on to replace me, but I don't know what that will mean now for the Juventus season because Chiesa's out for 2 months. We've just been stretchered off here. And if that's another long-term injury, it means Juventus have lost 2 of their key front 3 players who have been so influential in getting us where we were so far. It's a good job we've got good players to bring into the team. Final few seconds. There is one more chance here for Hellas Verona, though, as Jacob Ramsey finds Milik! And Juventus again drop more points with the last kick of the game! Juventus again can't hold on. This happened twice last episode. 4-4 draw in the first game. And then we did it again in the last game. Milik has just pulled Hellas Verona back on level terms with the final kick of the match. And as soon as that was done, the referee's whistle is now blown. Full time, Juve 2, Hellas Verona 2, and we've got an injury. Broken elbow, 2-month injury, the exact same as Chiesa. So Juventus are without myself and Federico Chiesa. And after 17 matches have been played, because of the slip-ups that we've seen, it means we are now 3rd. A point behind Milan. Fiorentina 2nd. Napoli 4th. Inter 5th. This is set to be an incredible season. Even more so now because we're going to miss 69 days, did it say there? 2 months. So we'll miss Cremonese. We will miss Cagliari, Pisa, Spezia, Atalanta, Parma. We'll miss the Coppa Italia round of 16. We'll miss Bologna. We'll miss Sampdoria, Udinese, and we might be back in time for the Milan game at home. We have to try and get back for that one. That could be crucial to this title race. But, my friends, for now, that means we are now injured. So, I'm not going to sim every game next episode for you. I'll sim through them and return. Once we're about to be fit, we'll sim a couple of the games towards the back end of our injury, and then we'll play whatever game we're back for. I do hope that you've enjoyed today's episode, though. If you have, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a huge thank you for all of your support. If we could go for 800 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. And until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below, activate the notification bell as well to make sure you never miss an upload. And I'll catch you all again next time. Look after each other. Until then, adios!